The problem is not the product. The problem is not the service. People don't buy because of the processes in place. Marketing equals perception, not reality. It has to be real. If I'm saying that this product right here is going to help you sleep better, then the product better help you sleep better, because otherwise your business will not survive. But the way that you get somebody to buy something from you is through perception of what they're going to get. Communication is the key to that entire process. And I want to tell you a quick little story about something that I just went through right now to try to increase that perception about my product, because I have to work on getting that person to trust me enough to open up their wallets, to give me their most valuable information so they can buy something from me. So recently, I was going to do a postcard campaign for our family business, Natural Slim. And I wanted to send it to a lot of people, hundreds of thousands of people. You can imagine an actual physical postcard. This is a marketing tool. This is a marketing element. It's going to help me get attention towards this particular product, which we call Magic Mag. It's a magnesium supplement. I actually sell thousands of these little bottles every single day. Thousands a day. And I'm trying to get more people to use this product because it's a very high quality product that my father formulated many years ago, and people love this product. So I actually got this postcard, and there's something that didn't feel right about it. You know, one of the things that I learned in the marketing game that I'm going to pass on to you right now is when you're doing a marketing asset, a postcard, an email campaign, a social media campaign, an advertising, creative, whatever that is, you got to sometimes forget everything that you know about the brand. And you have to become the audience. You got to become the user. You got to become the other side of the coin. And you got to think about it from their side. And that is an ability that you have. You possess that ability to do exactly that. So then you become that other person. In this case, I went to ChatGPT and I had ChatGPT become that other side for me. And I basically said, if you were to do a postcard, you're a professional marketer doing postcards, what do you think this is missing? Do you think I have all the elements? And I gave him my postcards. Something didn't feel right about it. Are you tired of not sleeping well? Magnesium citrate, highly absorbable, your ally for, it didn't feel right. So when I went to it, and then I gave him also the back of the postcard, the QR code and the bullet points and the pictures of the products and the phone numbers and the website address and so on, he gave me some really good points. And he told me, you're close, but not high conversion asset just yet. You need to look into doing this. And he gave me a whole lot of brainstorming back and forth. And I was like, this is brilliant. Did I let it decide for me? No, I was brainstorming with it, because my job is to get that marketing element to be well perceived by people so they can actually buy whatever I'm trying to get them to buy, and they can become my customer. So after a lot of work, I was able to get an updated slide. I can tell you one example here, an updated postcard. One major example is this one over here. In Spanish, that says, not sleeping well is not normal. Before, I didn't have that in there at all. You know what I had? I had a line that said, absorbable citrate, magnesium citrate. What does that mean to you? If you're an audience member and you're trying to consider handling your problem of not sleeping well or not feeling rested in the morning, does that really mean something to you? It doesn't. It really doesn't, because I care that it's magnesium, that it's absorbable. And do you care about it? No. You know what you care about it? You're going to use it to help handle your sleeping problem. You're going to use it to help handle that concern that you have. So I was able to actually get an updated, across the board, larger QR code too. I also realized when I started looking at this, that this QR code was too small. And if I'm trying to get them to opt in, why am I doing that? I was also able to figure out that people are going to want education with it. So if I'm already doing a lot of education, a lot of content, Why am I not putting together exclusive training for these people to handle their problem? So now this became this offer. Why? Because as simple as I was able to look at my offer and look at the situation and understand that I was not leading the person to the next step of that particular journey. I was not introducing exactly what I wanted them to accomplish or what the product will help them with. If you look at some of the problems, which I'm going to quickly go over them, it's very simple for you to address some of these problems, but you have to look at the entire journey. And most importantly, you have to become your prospect. And as much as you know about your own brand, about your own products and services, you have to forget them temporarily as you're building all these marketing elements. And if you do so, you'll be able to feel like your customer, your prospect will feel. And by doing so, you'll be able to find things. And then you can have incredible things like ChatGPT conversations, Gemini, Llama, Grok, whatever you want to use to have a conversation with AI about how can you make your marketing elements better? What are they missing? How can you actually fix whatever is going on? So problem number one is customers cannot find the price. They're trying to buy a product, but they don't see exactly how to buy that product. You have to be able to look for those things yourself. Can you find the price? One of the things that I hate the most when I'm searching for a service is contact me for a quote. I hate that because I don't have time for that. Tell me how much does it cost right then and there, or I'm going to move on to the next one. Another way to look at it as a problem, they don't know what the next step is. If you look at that postcard, I said, scan this QR code so I can give you access to the product, give you access to free shipping, and I can give you access to an exclusive training on how to sleep better. I'm telling them exactly what that next step is. So when you're doing a social media campaign, you always have to know whatever that step is very clear and can guide the person to the next step. It is a journey over and over again. Another problem is slow responses. When people are asking you questions, how fast you get to them, because if you don't respond really fast, you're going to lose people along the way to any questions that they have. And one more problem is complicated scheduling. Like customers must call during business hours, okay? Back and forth emails to find a time. No online booking option. People prefer quick and easy scheduling. In the marketing game, you have to be able to guide people from one step to the other step. If you don't do that, you're going to lose a lot of them along the way because it is a very crowded market. And there's many other companies like yours trying to do exactly the same thing. So when you're trying to get somebody to, let's say you're dating a girl or you're dating a guy, when that relationship is forming, you always know what's next, right? You have a date night. Well, you're going to see them tomorrow for a coffee. You're going to, now have a dinner with the parents so you can get to meet the parents. And there's always a step that has to keep moving on that particular journey as you're building that relationship. It is no different when it comes to building a prospect that becomes eventually a client. Put yourself, when you're doing marketing, put yourself in the viewpoint of that customer of yours, that prospect, and see how you can improve that so you can make it clear that the next step is clear every step of the way, and you'll find yourself generating customers like crazy.